Okay guys, today I'm going to be talking about I'd say two older systems and one kind of newer. The NES, the SNES, Super Nintendo, and the FC Twin. Now I'm going to be telling you about all three of these consoles. But first of all, I'll be telling you what the FC Twin is. It is a newer console. It recently came out just a few years ago. It was a company in Japan made by Yobo, and it is, you know that the NES and the SNES are all old game consoles and they'll eventually break. It just happens. So then the FC Twin, it plays NES and SNES games on it. It has two little holes for you to put them in there, like that. And then I'm going to be telling you about all the consoles. The NES was a pretty good console. It lasted me 5 years, which was good compared to everyone else's. Controllers, I don't think they were pretty bad on their part. It was a rectangle. I mean, they could have figured that out. That was going to eventually hurt your hands. After about 30 minutes of play, that started to hurt my hands, and I wanted to put it down. So I got like the older big pad controller, Then the SNES. It was Super Nintendo. It was pretty big. It's pretty ugly, but it worked good. It lasted me about 8 years, and the controllers were better. They're about the same size as the NES, but they're about two circles. So it wouldn't hurt your hands as bad. It had 4 buttons on one side, the D-pad to start and select, and then it had 2 little bumper buttons, I guess you could call them. And then now to the FC Twin. It is smaller than all of those. You can turn it on to 8-bit, which would be the NES, then the 16-bit, which would be the Super Nintendo, and you can play each of them. It comes with 2 controllers, and they're the Super Nintendo controllers. Now, these aren't the real ones. These are an exact clone of them, but they don't have the same color, the cord isn't as long, and they aren't built with as good of quality. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with them. I'm just saying that they're not as good. If you have any Super Nintendo controllers lying around, I would use those instead. Now, I have heard that the FC Twin has the quality on it is just a smidge less, but older games like that, I don't think they would make a difference because they're all 2D games. So yeah, I think that's about it. I am ordering my FC Twin now. I want to get it factory sealed off of eBay for $30, and I want to be doing an unboxing of that. I will show you some gameplay of it. So I've read a bunch about it. It is supposed to be really good. It's not supposed to break. It was newly manufactured, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it as good as the 2 separate consoles, but it'll make do. It'll be a lot more simple than, turning on each of the other consoles. It takes up way more room, And plus, Super Nintendo, or you cannot play Super Nintendo. What am I saying? You cannot play NES controllers on it. Then that means you cannot use the Zapper on it, which was one bad thing, but that's about 3 games, so I think that would make too bad of a difference. Then you're going to use the Super Nintendo controllers on NES games. I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess I'll see. I'll see you later, guys. Like I said, I'm going to have some upcoming footage of it. Just be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.